Welcome to study number 7, and our title for today is The Law of the Land. We're going to be looking at Deuteronomy 6, verses 1 to 2. Most of us go through a phase in life where we complain about the rules. Oh, these rules just make life so dull and so boring. Why do we even need them? However, imagine for a second if there were no rules at all, if we could live life our own way. Hopefully it wouldn't quite become the horror story that The Purge is, but I couldn't see it going very well. You'd have 12-year-olds crashing into people, learning how to drive cars. You'd have some horrific leg breaker tackles in football and goals that should never be allowed. You'd have people walking out of shops and just taking whatever they wanted, or people sticking their heads underneath the McFlurry machine in McDonald's. You'd have family game nights that constantly just end in a fight, and a game of Uno would never be the same. And just while we're talking about Uno, let's just think about an important rule. You cannot end on a special card. But it would be madness without rules. Why? Well, because rules are actually to keep us all safe and protected. Rules are for our good and for the benefit of our relationship with God and with others. As God took his people out of slavery in Egypt, through the wilderness and into the promised land, he shaped them into a nation. They had known only slavery, but now they were free. They could do whatever they liked. But think about it. Is total freedom in this sense a good thing? I don't think it is. See, boundaries are good for us. Society wouldn't work without them. God didn't give the Israelites lots of rules to spoil their fun and their enjoyment of life. The opposite is actually true. God gave them rules so that they could live a good life in community with each other and with Him. That's what we see in our passage today that's found in Deuteronomy 6, verses 1 to 2. These are the commands, decrees, and laws the Lord your God directed me to teach you to observe in the land that you're crossing the Jordan to possess, so that you, your children, and their children after them may fear the Lord your God as long as you live by keeping all his decrees and commands that I give you, and so that you may enjoy long life. As Christians, our relationship to the law, well, it's different from that of the Israelites entering the promised land. However, Jesus tells us that we need to take the law seriously. The Bible contains plenty of instructions that we should follow, but notice the outcome of obeying these loving and caring rules from God. We will enjoy long life. Following Jesus and aiming to obey him in our everyday lives is a sure way to find enjoyment, to find true and lasting joy. The Bible says that Jesus came to give us life and life in all of its fullness. We're not missing out by trusting in Jesus. We're actually finding the meaning of life, and we're given the hope of life without end.